Good evening. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. Russia and Ukraine held their first talks today as the conflict reaches its sixth day, but no real progress was made.
New satellite imaging showing Russian forces moving closer to Kyiv. A military convoy now stretches 40 miles long.
Russian forces are battling to take over Ukraine's biggest cities. They launched airstrikes into Kyiv, a city of 1.4 million people. Today, the two sides sat down for their first face-to-face talks, but the only thing they agreed on was to meet again. And tonight, Vladimir Putin is being accused of possible war crimes. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here in studio with more on that. Dick?
Christine and Maurice, Ukraine is indeed accusing Russia of war crimes, bombing civilians and using a thermobaric bomb, one of the most devastating weapons short of a nuclear weapon. That's a violation of international law. And they say that's in addition to targeting neighborhoods with no military value. A barrage of missiles hit Kyiv, Ukraine says, killing defenseless civilians. It's another night of Kyiv bracing for an onslaught, with Russian artillery opening up once again around the capital city. But the invaders have not taken a single city in 5 days of fighting. Drone footage shows Ukrainians striking a convoy and destroyed Russian vehicles littering roadways. The Pentagon warns, though, that the Russians will learn from their mistakes.
So they have suffered setbacks, but I don't think we can just assume that they're going to stay set back.
And with a giant Russian convoy closing in, time is not on the side of the people in Kyiv.
I think the next 24 to 48 hours are going to be very challenging for the Ukraine military forces as well as the civilians that are there.
Military analyst Mike Lyons says the Russian army may try to choke off the city because complete capture could be difficult.
The analogy of eating a porcupine is pretty correct when it comes to what it would be like to take Kyiv, even based on the amount of military power that Russia has.
More than 500,000 refugees have fled their homes, with scenes reminiscent of World War II evacuations.
I love my country. This Russia, it's bad country.
Some trying to get out with their babies.
How are you feeling?
Bad, very bad. Child cry. Very bad.
Russia is now feeling the isolation of the world. Stores and bars removing Russian vodka from their shelves. FedEx and UPS suspending shipments to Russia. And most of Europe now has closed its airspace to Russian planes. The sports world is responding, banning the Russian team from soccer's World Cup, even stripping black belt Vladimir Putin of his status as honorary president of the International Judo Foundation.
Putin has been confounded by our collective response. That is why he is resorting to more and more extreme rhetoric.
But President Biden dismisses his nuclear threats.
Mr. President, should Americans be worried about nuclear war?
No. Now, the U.S. has expelled 12 Russian UN diplomats today, and the Treasury Department announced new sanctions targeting Russia's central bank. The move blocks it from doing transactions in U.S. dollars. Maurice and Christine.
Dick, thank you.